buildings this winter. And specifically, they're all going into shopping malls. And people are suspecting it's because they're trying to escape the cold temperatures. But really, I know it's because birds can't turn down a good bargain. This time of year, it's all those New Year's sales. No one in the nest wants to pass up Crate and Barrel's New Year, New Living Room. Oh, I tell you, everyone thinks it's the same for why they go south every winter is to go to the warmth, and yeah, that's part of it. But it's also the influx of yard sales and Saturday morning flea markets. Birds. But also, another bird that's been making a lot of news is the bald eagle. You guys heard this one? No. But I guess thousands of them are coming to Illinois, and now as it stands, Illinois has the second largest bald eagle population, kind of like how we have the second largest Polish population. And it's because they like the cold. I don't know if that's the case for Polish people. I make no claims to know their temperature preferences, but the bald eagles like it because it's cold. And a lot of times people are spotting them in groups of like 300 or more, just a lot of eagles. And I think at that point, that's when you hang out in 300 or more, that's when you have to go into official talks about turf boundaries with the Latin kings. I do not condone violence or gangs. I have no allegiance to the Bloods or the Crips. But I would get behind a gang of bald eagles. They would help keep the streets safe, I think. Because I don't know about you, but eagles have like really sharp beaks and talons. I don't want to piss them off and have them come after my family. So, go eagles. Patriotism. So also, speaking of trouble, there are 3 things that get me into trouble a lot because I can't say no to them, and that would be my girlfriend, Nigerian princes who want to transfer me their fortune. My heart just goes out to them. And frozen yogurt. It's so good. And Froyo, as the kids call it, fortunately for me, it's everywhere. It's kind of like the equivalent of that Blurred Lines song. Just and that's great. It seems to me, though, that naming frozen yogurt shops is sort of like a cop-out, because you only need a combination of berry, yogurt, or a color to name a song. It's sort of the same as how you only need a combination of lake, oak, or forest to name a suburb. Let's just be serious. Froyo is amazing, and I appreciate it because it's intended to be the healthy alternative to ice cream. But then they throw a curveball at you, and they have like cinnamon cookie flavoring and all those toppings, and before you know it, it weighs 3 pounds, and it's not healthy anymore. That's not fair. But that's why Pinkberry is so great and honorable, because they streamline the process. A specific size cup, and they do it for you, so there's like predetermined yogurt values, and you only get 2 toppings, and you can't screw that up. I like to think I have the self-control to go into Forever Yogurt and do it myself. I don't. It doesn't matter how much pre-planning or how many game plans I write up before I go in there. As soon as I step foot in a Forever Yogurt, all bets are off. I pile it high with toppings, and then I end up feeling judged because the cashier is like glaring at me in my $8 yogurt bag every time. And I have always thought of myself as a strong person, independent, you know. I take my own life into my own really small hands, and I live. But Froyo makes me question everything up until this point. Because if Pinkberry is like fate, then Forever Yogurt is free will. there's a fate. I don't know if there's one pink berry up there just holding our hands, guiding us through life, forcing us to put fruit on our desserts, or if we live in one, like, forever yogurt sandbox, and each pump of that molten peanut butter is like a different road we could travel. Every scoop of brownie bites is like a time we could have said yes to something new. But I do know we've got this life that we are living, and we have to optimize it, live it to its fullest. And I think that's where the common phrase comes from, and it's truly inspirational. So I'll share it with you. Froyo. Yeah. Oh. It's your new motto anytime you go to frozen yogurt now. But sort of on that same track, but not kind of, but really. They expect cars to be fully autonomous by 2025? What? Yeah, seriously. But at this pace also, it seems like they're going to have that capability long before women. Sad, but true. So, and it's about time someone stood up for cars, right? Irreplaceable part of society. And there's still speculation if cars in the process will, get a fair working wage for their services, if they'll be entitled to like oil changes to ensure their health and long life, or if they'll be able to say no to taking trips they don't want to take. But automotive engineers are trying to add cook, clean, and buy my mom's birthday present features. But really, I am terrified of this. This is like a really scary technology. Machines break sometimes. A lot. Machines break a lot. And I prefer it when they don't break at 65 miles an hour. That's horrible, especially as someone who has been run over in the past. That just seems like crosswalks are no longer your friend. And then let's not even go into the creepy future where they become self-aware and they hang out with other technology. It's like you yelled at your internet modem for being slow the night before, and the next thing you know, you're in a river. I don't want that future. But at least the bald eagles will be keeping us safe. Anyway.